Hey you guys! Okay, so I just wanted to pop on here really quick and tell you a little bit about what I got done today. So I have been struggling with ever since, goodness, I don't know. With Falcon, I didn't really lose a lot of hair, but with Mary, I lost a ton of hair. My eyelashes, my hair, my eyebrows. So I've really been researching and trying to figure out if this is the route I wanted to take. So after a lot of research, I went ahead and went through microblading. What that is it's basically like a tattoo, but it's for your eyebrows. Um, it sounds scary. It sounds like, oh my gosh, how could you tattoo your eyebrows? Okay, well, when I post the before and after picture, you're going to see just how incredible it really is. Tara at Avant Microblading in Marietta did an incredible job. My best friend Christine went with me, thank God. That's a story in itself. But we went. I was talking to Tara, telling her my concerns, all that good stuff. But after talking with her and just seeing and how knowledgeable she is, it's incredible. Like, I was so happy that I decided to go through with it. You'll see on my before and after pictures. But all she did was follow the shape of my brow. And I already had pretty thick brows. And she used and mixed some color to get the perfect, color of my brow. And I told her I wanted my brow color. And of course, she was like, that's the only color that I would do. Just because, as women, we change our hair color. But I'm holding the camera just so I can zoom in and out. But you can kind of see where I had lost hair, and eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins, so they're not going to be perfect. They're not going to be, each of them are not going to look the same exact. For instance, this brow had lost a ton of hair on the inner corner of the start of my brow. I'm not touching my brows because right now I can't touch them for like 10 days, or at least, like, you have to really take care of these after you get them done, and then after a few weeks you go back for a touch-up. And what the touch-up does is, I told Tara, I was like, I just would rather you go super subtle, because you can put this on, but it's not like a magic eraser or some makeup remover. So I told her I'd rather her go really, just light, which I love it. It's perfect, which it's going to fade. It gets darker and then it's going to fade. When you get a microblading, it's more of the brow shape. So it's going to be more of like a soft line versus like a harsh dot, because obviously you don't want that on your brows. So with that being said, very easy. I will say it was painful, but after she did the first initial start of the microblading, after that she went in with numbing cream and numbed up my brows almost to where like I could hardly feel it. It was almost like an epidural for your eyes. So after she shaped my brows, as far as, drawing on them, making sure she got the perfect symmetrical, as perfect as you can get, because like I said, they're not going to be perfect. But after she did all of that prepping for my eyes, she went ahead and went to town on microblading. And all it is it's like these, almost like what you would use to apply your own brows, right? But they're like little sharp needles. Anyways, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to encourage you that if you are like losing hair in your brows, or it's just something that you want thicker brows, or you just want more to your look of your brows, because I'm a brow girl. I love brows so much. And so when I finally made the plunge, because I was like, I haven't done something like for myself in a really long time, because it is kind of expensive. And so after I did this, I was like, my word, I love it. Because you think of that, a tattoo, you think of just a harsh, but it's really not. I mean, you can see how subtle and natural it is, and all she did was go in where the areas that I was missing hair and just made it look like it was hair. And it looks so natural, and this will last 1 to 2 years after my second appointment that will be in about 4 weeks, just to do a touch-up, because you have to go in stages. You have to let this heal first, and then after it heals, you'll go in and say, okay, I want you to make them a little bit more defined or a little bit bigger, or I lost a little, so it's in 2 stages. But honestly, between 1 to 2 years, you might have to go once or twice for a touch-up. And if you keep up with your touch-ups as you go, it's not the full price. So anyways, Avant Microblading in Marietta is amazing, and she's so knowledgeable. Her room's super clean. She just makes you feel so comfortable. If you're like me, it was not an easy decision to make, just because this is my face. These are my brows, and I don't really let anybody but my girl at Ulta, Kelly, touch my brows. So just wanted to encourage you, if you're thinking about it, you're wanting to, you guys can message me, ask me questions about it, get in depth with maybe your fears that you have with it, but I totally encourage it. If it's something that you're like thinking about, or you're insecure with your brows and you just want them to be a little bit more filled in without having to go in and do them every single day. I was just having to go in every single day and just work so hard to make them look at least somewhat even, and it was just too much for me. And so I was like, I'm gonna make the plunge, and I did, and I'm so glad. So I hope you guys love my brows, and if you have